Many big churches will be turned into company. Yes. I told you I came for war. You see all these big churches that has big branches everywhere, but if they turn into company to be better, production of show, soap, and maggi and all this, it will lessen less kidnapping and other things. From here, open branch. We are raising thieves. Person, your brother was to speak English. You give him one branch. Oreba, Soragi, bring money. That's what is happening in the Christendom. But what is happening in Muslim? Do you see any Muslim man opening mosque? You build it, you don't own it. I have what it takes to have branches more than 50 all over the globe. But why did I close all? I closed them. Because we're only opening thieves. Thieves. People who no call, they enter there. They talk rubbish, will not get ahead. Committing crime, stealing people's money in the name of the Lord. See China, show me how many big church they there. But everywhere they are no, everybody will start. Now everybody can shout. You think it's in your shouting? How many miracles God have used you to do? That's what we're asking. Ask them. No job, joblessness everywhere. Nigeria have the highest church. Today, what I want to teach you about altar revival. You want to hear altar about Christabel, water, all this thing. They have been crucified. I will teach you today. I will tell you the altar that is fighting you and I. Nigeria now have a lesser altar. What we have is the altar of joblessness. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. Altar of joblessness. You finish university, no job. Is it not worse than altar? Every street you enter, there is shops. Every street you enter, there is shops. Who go buy who? Who go sell? Who go buy?
You don't need God to succeed. Am I teaching here? You don't need God to succeed. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at Bill Gates. Steve Jobs, who invented Apple, said there is no God. That God is a figment of the imagination of a poor man. That it is because you are poor and you don't know how to cure poverty, so you create a God inside your mind that does not exist. That is Steve Jobs, the owner of Apple, very successful. So you don't need God to succeed. So we don't come to church to succeed. I don't know if I'm teaching here. Listen, you don't need God to prosper. The richest people on earth don't know Christ and they don't care about him. That's why it is the preaching of the cross, and to those out there it is foolish. That means they don't need that preaching to build houses. They don't need that preaching to make millions and billions. They don't need it. So that's why when somebody say, I am called to preach prosperity, there is no such message. Oh my goodness. There is no message of prosperity. There is the message of the cross. I feel like I'm preaching here. If you're hearing, shout, I hear, I hear. Yeah, there is no message of prosperity. So the question is, do Christians prosper? Yes, just like unbelievers prosper. I say you don't need God to succeed. People are tearing their trousers. Okay, so God makes people succeed, right? Who makes people fail? Since God makes people succeed, then who is making people fail? If you say Satan, that means Satan overpowered God. So God makes people rich, right? Who makes people poor? You don't need God to succeed when it comes to material things.
Like I have said before, my brothers and sisters, I try my best to be fair about the videos I bring to you. And then when I came across a video when a man of God is saying something that I thought is really worth giving some attention to, I will bring it to you. You just hear what the man of God said. The number of churches we have in Africa, if only we could turn that into businesses or into companies, do you know how many people will have jobs? Do you know how many people will be able to feed their families? Do you know how many people will become financially secure or financially stable? I really do not understand why so much emphasis is being placed on opening these churches. And I really do not understand why Christians keep on giving their hard-earned money to church so that the men of God will fund their luxurious lifestyles. I really do not understand. I really do not get it. The thing that most countries in Africa, especially the majority Christian countries in Africa, are so backward, are so underdeveloped, is that we have prioritized the wrong things. Our mispriority is so out of control. And that is why we are so backward. Go to Nigeria, go to Ghana, go to Cameroon. You will see houses of God in every single corner of the street. The worst is Nigeria and Ghana. Everywhere you will see one church or the other, every single place. And all they do is collect. Because remember, all those big buildings you see didn't build themselves, right? They did not build themselves. People contributed to build them. All those massive infrastructures that you see did not just magically appear. People built them. People actually put in their hard-earned money to build them. Ask yourself this question. If the money that people contribute into building all these structures were used as a form of investment, like those people contributing were actually investing in their own future and the future of their kids, wouldn't that help the people? Wouldn't that people go to church every now and then and give money to the church? The preachers, the men of God, use this money to invest in other things, and they raise income from those investments that they use to buy their cars, their private jets, their mansions, and so on and so forth. They do not share the income with the members. No, they don't do that. The members will contribute their money to the church. The man of God will collect this money and invest in other businesses and other companies and so on and so forth. And there will be a yearly revenue generated from all those investments. And the man of God will use the revenue on himself. He will use that to better up his life and those of his children. While the members who contributed their hard-earned money won't get anything out of it. Is that fair? Is that fair? And I know some of you guys will say that tithing is in the Bible, donation is in the Bible, giving is in the Bible. You guys will say that. But you guys must ask yourself this. Giving to the church, how has it improved your life? Funding the lifestyle of a man of God, how has that benefited your life? Ask yourself that if all the money you give to them were invested into something, wouldn't that generate income for you? You know, the thing is, the men of God have used reverse psychology on us all. They have guilted us into giving everything to them. They have manipulated us into thinking that the only way we can be in God's favor is to give money to them. The only way we can get God's blessings is to give money to them. Like if they are God. They are not God. They are not God. They don't even know who God will bless. But they have elevated themselves. They have portrayed themselves as representation of God on earth, and they have used that against us. And so we are now giving them everything we have. Why they live happily, why they are successful, why their children go to good schools, why they live in mansion, why they drive bulletproof cars, why they buy private jets. What have we got? What have we really got? Let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in for a second. So my brothers and sisters, you guys have to be smart, because heaven will not do for you what you are supposed to do for yourselves. It won't happen. Protect yourself. Look out for yourself first. Make sure you are financially secure before you give to any man of God. You and yourself always should be first. Put yourself first. Be wise. But you guys out there, let me hear your take. If all the churches we have around the neighborhood were transformed into enterprises, into businesses, into companies that hired their members to work for them and earn monthly salaries, how better will the lives of those people become? Just let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. Thank you very much for doing that. And please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, because that helps us a lot, and we shall ever be grateful to you.